Hello, welcome back to the channel. If I stay quiet for a moment, you might be able to hear a petrol mower in the background. So I'm sorry for that noise, but I don't have to deal with any of that because today I'm unboxing this, the Flymo Simpliglide 330. Look, there's some shots of me there using it later because I have time jumps. That is after I have opened the box. Let's watch some more of me in action doing some actual gardening with the Flymo Simpliglide. This channel used to be called the Tightwad Dad vlog, but that felt a bit negative, even though we were trying to be happy with what we've already got. So now it's called Dad Delivers, and today, Dad delivers this. Flymo Simpliglide. Oh, probably shouldn't have. Probably should have been a bit more careful with that. Here it go, clunk. While I'm opening, I've got my special steak knife, by the way. It's not as good as the American viewers, but it's all I've got. Maybe I'll show you some shots of the box. This is an electric hover, non-collect lawnmower, which is why we got it. We wanted something to just fling around the garden, or technically in my case, I wanted something so that my long-suffering wife could carry on mowing the lawn without my assistance. What we did with our old mower, we actually took off the box because it was just so much easier to just not have it clog up and just fling it around and let the birds collect the grass. But we didn't see too much online about what this actually looks like out of the box, so I hope this video is helpful. This is what comes in the box. So we've got the handles. We got this from Amazon, by the way, and if you want one exactly the same as this, there's a link in the description. If you buy it from there, I get a few pennies. Amazon rain me with coin. Pretty much everything you get in the box. The main unit comes in a bag. It's really light. The whole box, I believe, is about 7.5 kilograms. I could carry it, and I'm not the strongest, hardest working person on YouTube. And the base, it feels like pure plastic, which I love. It's really light. I'm actually looking forward to using this. It comes with this protective wrapping, which goes underneath the distinctive orange case there. And over on the top, the logo is protected. Just like an Apple product. And what I've already noticed, which is better than my mow and vac, is that we have these nice caster rollers at the front, and underneath, this was the biggest thing that we didn't know about, and that's the blade. On our mow and vac, we have a blade with plastic blades that rotate, and we really wanted that because for our garden it's incredibly uneven. I've got a little dog who's 9 months old and really good at digging holes. That's Casper there, just going for it. So mowing around Casper's a great escape work isn't the easiest task. So I was worried about getting a metal blade, but what's really strange with this is that it doesn't actually look like a blade. So it's a block of metal, but it's kind of chiseled, it's kind of angled. Can you see that? So that it's a blade there, but it doesn't feel quite as dangerous as we thought it would be. There's a crack. Can you see that? There's a crack there. It runs all the way from the top to the bottom there. So Flymo, if you're watching this, we're not that impressed. It does come well wrapped. The instructions that comes with the Flymo Simpliglide 330, as you can see, inevitably the instructions are really nice and oblique. Hey, maybe next time you could make the writing just a little bit smaller. Just a suggestion. So I'm going to do this on camera in case it helps you, and if I go wrong, then you might be able to avoid my mistakes. Let's push this in. There we go. So the pin holds it there, and that looks really nice. Good, so we've got a handle on. That's a great start. Now, I didn't think I would turn this video into a how to assemble a Flymo mower, but it is. The next thing we need to do is to put the lever handle on top of this handle, and obviously you need to make sure that the button is facing upwards when you do this. Right, so this isn't quite as complicated as I thought it would be. So you have to line up the top handle with the bottom handle, and then we're going to have these nice tightening bolts on the outside. So I'll run the nut through here to attach the two handles together, and you can use the nice grey tightening nut. Yeah, you don't need to tighten it that much. And I'll do the same on the other side. So the nut comes through the two handles, and then you can put this on the outside, and this will help you, and I think this will help you dismantle it anytime you want to fold it down. Now thankfully in the instructions, there are instructions for fitting the handles, but they come attached straight. Oh, there's Casper, hiya. So all I need to do now is attach the cable holder. So I'll put one there and I'll put another one down here. Well, I'm not sure I want it near the blade. I'm still not sure I like having the cable at the bottom when I want it over my shoulder. Now with the cable clips, don't make the same mistake that I did. I ended up clipping the orange lead to it, which makes no sense at all because you're then taking the power lead as close to the blades as possible. These cable clips are actually for the black cable, which is really obvious now, but I did it the other way. I did it the wrong way around. So if you use the clips to tidy up the black cable that goes to the motor, that just clips on there, perfect. And then obviously you can hold this cable over your shoulder to keep it away from the blade. I think we are good to go. So this is the Simpliglide 330, looking as clean as it ever will do before it starts the journey across the Battle of the Somme that is our garden. It has the design of a sports car. You can tell what quality cars I drive. This is the inaugural flight of the Flymo Simpliglide 330. Let's fire this up for the very first time. You have to hold down the press button, hold that down at the same time as pulling the grip. I'm doing this one hand because I'm holding the camera, so that's how Simpliglide it is. So I'm now going to take this out for a spin, and while I'm doing that you can just live vicariously through me doing my well overdue lawn mowing. You can probably see that I say we, it's me, I've let it grow a bit long. Let me talk you through some of the features while I am mowing and modelling this as best I can. Honestly, this is the most work I've done in the garden this year. So this is an electric hover, non-collect lawnmower to simply mow your lawn and is easy to store. These are Flymo's words that I'm just reading off the box. It's easy to maneuver. This lightweight lawnmower floats on a cushion of air, making it highly maneuverable. And you can see here that that is really the case, and this is why we wanted to buy the Flymo Simpliglide. What we were doing with our previous Flymo mower was actually just taking off the grass box and flinging it around the garden like this, and I suspect the boffins and the designers at Flymo knew that's how we're actually using their crafted devices. And look at this, it just glides over our railway sleepers without breaking a sweat, no grinding noises. It just glides over it without any moaning or negative consequences whatsoever. Underneath, let me give you a demonstration. Obviously, I'm being very careful here, but this is what the long life metal blade looks like. And in case you're concerned, this is what it looks like spinning. I'm using this in a way that you and I would never use, but I'm doing this for your benefit, so I hope this helps. The flat folding handles allow you to hang the mower up on the wall for space-saving storage. And on the box it says it weighs 7.3 kilograms. It feels lighter to me. That sounds really heavy, 7 bags of sugar. For a mower, this feels really, really light, and because you can hold it with both handles, it makes it much easier to move around. This lever allows you to operate with either hand for greater flexibility and manoeuvrability. On the noise front, it is what you would expect with a Flymo, so it doesn't feel too loud to our ears. It's certainly much quieter than a petrol mower and a lot less smelly too. Let me show you what the grass looks like a bit closer, just so you can see this is what it looks like out of the box with no adjustments to the blade height. So that for us is just what we need. For the way that the Flymo Simpliglide works, there are spacers. Let me show you, they come in the bag. So you put the spacer in and that gives you a lower height. We love it. This is exactly what we wanted, and our fears, like we said earlier, were that the plastic blades feel a bit safer than having a spinning metal blade, but this metal blade seems less lethal, if that makes sense, because it's so flat and flush with the motor. It feels a lot safer, and we are not the kind of gardeners who need the grass to be collected. We will just leave this out for it to dry out in the sun and blow away, hopefully into our neighbour's garden over that way where the massive petrol mower is making its way. If this video is helping, I'm trying to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. I don't think it'll ever happen. I'm on about 320, but as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, YouTube actually give us money for these videos at no cost to you. So if you're feeling awesome and extra kind, why not hit that subscribe button or the thumbs up to let someone else see this video, and good luck with your hover mower purchase. There's some other videos up here. This is what YouTube thinks you should be watching next. Don't forget the link. There's a link down below if you want to buy one. If you want to link to the exact model of this, it's down below in the description.